Hi, in this lecture, we're going to talk about variables in Python. So here you can see a map of the variable types that we have in Python. So first, we have numbers, right? So numbers, there's two types. You can have integers, like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just keep counting, that's integers. And you also have float numbers. Basically, that's numbers with fractions. So you have pi here is 3.1415. You also have like 2.1, 3.5. So that's float numbers. There are another important type we have is strings. Strings is basically just words. So for example, my name is Alan. This is a sentence, right? So this makes a string. The other type is we have a boolean. Boolean is actually the simplest of them because a boolean variable can only have two values. It's either true or false. You can also see there are three other variable types. You have a list, you have a dictionary, and you have a set. I'm not gonna go deep into these three variable types because these are very important data structures. So we have specific lectures for each of them. So in those lectures, you're gonna learn the most important features and how to use them, and more importantly, when to use them. So back into this lecture, we're going to talk about the first three types of variables: numbers, strings, and booleans. Okay, let's go. Okay, so first let's try to create some integer variables. Let's say let's create a height. Okay, here you put your height in centimeters. Let's say you are 180 centimeters. So this is your height. Okay, and you can try to use the print function we learned in the last lecture. So print height, and you can see it's 180 as you said. So next, let's try to create a float number. So let's say your GPA is 3.90. All right, out of 4. That's a pretty good GPA. Congratulations. And let's try to print this. Well, you know what? Let's add something here. So my GPA is, right? We learned how to do this in the last lecture. There you go. My GPA is 3.9. So next, we're gonna do some string variables. So here, we're going to do our full name, okay? So put your full name here. Full name is Alan Walker. Okay. Now, utilizing what we learned, print full name. So you have Alan Walker. So the last variable is a boolean variable. Let's call it a flag. Okay, you can give it true or false. And if you try to print the flag, it gives you the value true. Pay attention here. In this boolean variable, the first character has to be the capital letter. So I mean, if you put it like this, there will be like an error. Try this. You can see there's a name error. So you have to do capital letter true and capital letter false. And you can see it's false. Moving down, we have lists and dictionaries. So I'll just show you how to create a list or a dictionary. So to create a list, you just use two brackets. Okay, it's like a square bracket. This is a list, right? And to put a dictionary, my dictionary, and you pick a big bracket. That makes a dictionary. What about a set? My set equals a pair of parentheses. Okay, this is a set. Well, to put some values here, you can put your variables, height, right? And you can put GPA, okay? Then, if you print it, what you will see is actually exactly the same thing. And the values of these variables are replaced into this list. So you have the height, so this number is the same, you can see, and GPA, and it's the same number. So that's how you use a list. And to create a dictionary, you put, well, a key value. So my GPA, and use a semicolon and followed by the variable. To print it, and you can see it prints the key as well as the value. A set, it's the same thing. Well, it's pretty similar. I mean, a set is pretty similar to a list. The major difference is, well, in a set, you cannot have duplicated items, whereas in the list, you can have as many duplicates as you want. Well, let's try to print it. Method. So you can see it's pretty straightforward, right? You still have the brackets. It's the same with the definitions here. So that's all for this lecture. I will see you in the next lectures. Bye.